Hello, welcome back to my channel. You are listening to and watching a Nasty Nail Tech here on YouTube. I thank you for tuning in. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Like this video, share it with others. So I originally started this video last week or so, and I said that I was going to be back with it. I am doing a full set of hard gel nails using Lisette gel nails. One of my favorite nail techs on YouTube, Lisette Garcia, and this is her new gel line. I was finding that the milky white was difficult for me to navigate, to use. And I was like, yeah, it was really thick and it wasn't very easy to move around. So I decided to warm it up, which you have to do sometimes with hard gel. And I'm using a cup warmer that I got off of Amazon. And I'm warming it up. I did initially warm it up for like 15 minutes and it was looser, but I felt like it could be more loose. But I'm just gonna give it a shot and see what happens. I have it on the warmer now, so I am continuing to warm it up. I also finally got around to warming up my Savvyland clear gel, builder gel. So I hauled this in a video a few videos back, and when I opened it, it was extremely thick, and I'm like, how in the world am I ever going to work with this? But I purchased it. You know me, I purchased it, so it's like, hey, I gotta figure out something to do with it. I was going to use it to make color gel colors if need be, but I have warmed that one up, and I have to encapsulate these nails today. So I figured, yeah, let me go ahead and warm this up and see what happens. And as you can see, it is very loose now. I mean, it was thick and cloudy, but once you put it on that warmer, it loosens up big time. Now, I may be having a little bit more trouble still with the milky white because it is a color gel. Though it's milky white, it's still a color gel, and those tend to be thicker, so that may be what it is and what it's going to be. But I had previously done the first nail, the tip right here, the pinky finger, but it was very rocky and not a smooth application, so I am attempting to even this out today, and then I'm going to go on to the other nails and see how that works out. It's better than it was the first time, but it still is pretty thick. And I guess my house could be considered cold. I mean, it is summer here in Atlanta. It may not be summer everywhere else, but it's pretty much summer here. And so the air conditioner is on and being used. So I guess I just have to keep in mind that I will always have to warm my gels up. Well, definitely the color gels for sure. So this one may end up a little thicker than the others. I'll just have to file that down some. I'm just trying to get it to a place where it's decent. And I mean, it was so lumpy because of the gel being so thick, because of the room temperature. I said it's better now, and I'm just keeping it on the little cup warmer as I do this, because I took it off earlier and it was better, but I could see that it still needed some heat. So this is what we're doing. We're giving it a shot. No editing, live, so you can see what it is. I just got this hand situated. I am using my Red Iguana hand. This is my first set of nails that I am using on my Red Iguana hand. And So I am going to do just a quick 30-second cure just to get that set. I'm going to have some filing to do. I know that for sure. I don't know the temperature on my cup warmer. I'll have to find the box or find the link for it on Amazon. I do have the box, but it's not in front of me. And it's just an on and off setting. Some of them come where there's a temperature you can choose, but this one is just basically off. It's either on or it's off. And I probably should have set it to the right of me so that I don't mistakenly drop hot gel on my arm. So I'm putting that first layer, which is our slit layer, supposedly. You know, I just may have to change plans. I had a design in mind, but this gel is still being a little difficult for me to work with. Now, I watch Lisette every week, and I watch her use her gels. I know she's using a warmer as well. I don't know how long she's leaving it on there or what her temperature is. But this is now becoming, it's like hindering me. So if this one does not turn out semi-decent, I'm just gonna switch over to like some clear and change the design, or even one of my Moravan gels, because they don't seem to get too thick. Yeah, this is just, and I have it on the cup warmer as we speak, like it's still heating up. I can't even get my side to side wall swoop going. We're gonna make it work. I wanted to use the off-white because that was part of the design, to have this off-white color, but we will see. I'm trying to stick in there, trying to stick with it. Okay, so that's one layer, and we're gonna flash cure and see what else we can do. And yes, I have to do my nails. I finally filed off all of my hard gel. So my nails are looking somewhat, yeah, they need some love. I did do my cuticle work and prep and everything, but I just haven't put my nails back on. So we're doing a 30-second cure. We're gonna do another layer and see what we come up with. I've gotten a lot of subscribers this week. I appreciate you guys. I thank you. And normally, you know, I would turn the hand upside down. If it was a person, for sure, I would turn it upside down. But I just went through all this trouble to position my hand just perfect for me and the camera, and I don't want to take it off and have to fight with it again to get it back on there. So it is looser. I am using her number 6 brush. This is the first time I've used this brush. I have the number 4, and that's what I normally use. I'm adding just a little bit more in an attempt to get an apex. Although, like we're trying. Okay. I'm gonna turn my burner off. And okay, we're gonna go into a color gel now. I'm gonna take our milky white off of the burner. It is warm. I'm gonna flash cure. Let's go ahead and do 60 right quick. Let's see, what color do we want to do? Maybe some pink, and then we'll maybe do some foil once we get this all filed and shaped. Let's see. Let's clear. Which color this is? It's bright, 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 bright. So I'm taking out my Morvan. These are really easy to work with. These are the ones I just took this brand off of me. I did a set of nails, and I will say they all lifted, and for them all to do it makes me think that it has something to do. I really love this color. This is one of the colors I had on my hands. Has something to do with the brand and not so much my prep, because at any point in time you can get some lifting, but to have every one of my nails lift around here, the actual nail didn't come up or anything, but by the time it was time for a fill, man, I'm telling you, those things had lifted up. And I've never had that happen with any product, gel or acrylic. Like every single one of my nails had lifting. So this is a really pretty natural peachy color. And this came in a set of like 6 colors. It's 06. Oh, I hope this is dark enough to cover the nail bed. I just realized that. See, this is a colored one, and it's just not as thick as Lisette's. Sorry, Lisette, I love you. Like, I heated that gel for 15 minutes plus, and it was still giving me those thick vibes. But see how easy this goes on. I love this color. So I did 2 of the colors. I did this one on my left hand, and then there was another like bright, I call it highlighter pink, on my right hand. Definitely love this color. It's a lot easier to work with. I hope I am in frame. Very easy. From the first moment that I tried, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. So easy to work with. I'm just cleaning up the cuticle a little bit, and I just took off too much right there. And this self levels very well. Like I said, the only complaint I had them on for about 3 or 4 weeks, those nails, and I did the gel over tips. It was the lifting, but they didn't lift in the sense that my nails broke off or they popped up or anything. But once I went in to file, because I was just going to fill them at first, I could see where they had lifted all around the cuticle, every last single nail. So I don't think it was like, oh, I didn't prep properly. Like every last one did that. So yeah, definitely changing my design. And if you saw my last video, I had the Macart Mother's Day box, and that came with some beautiful foil. So we're gonna shape and file these, and we're gonna throw some foil on here and call it a day. Originally, I wanted this milky white background, and then I wanted to have I wanted to do a glitter fade, and I was going to encapsulate that. And now that I just can't deal with that milky white anymore right now, for the sake of video time. I love this color. Yeah, this gel is self-levels like nobody's business. I used it the first time I'm in. I was like, oh, this is awesome. I love the self-leveling. And you have to decide how thick you want your nails, who's wearing the nails, how harsh they may or may not be on their nails, how much of an apex they need, how long they're going to have them on, what they do for a living. Are they working with their hands a lot? Are they doing housework and whatnot? You know, do they work with their hands for a living? How much strength you need to add is going to be kind of up to you. And then just the look that you want. So I'm going in again up top to kind of build my apex up and to hide the natural nail underneath there, because I don't want to be able to see the off-white natural nail. So everyone is different. Trying to get this side wall. Alrighty, let's go in with a quick 30 underneath. Make sure you move your gel so that you don't cure your whole pot up a stick. As I look around, I got gel all around me. Goodness, girl. Okay. Last nail. So I'm so far loving my Red Iguana hand, and I love that it looks just like my hand, my skin tone, my wrinkles on my hand. That is just too cool. Very lightweight. So far the cuticle is nice and tight. Like I just slipped those tips in there. I used the tips from Red Iguana for the natural nail. And we're going in. So that gel just moves. It gets right in line like a soldier. There's our first layer. Now I'm using my nail to clean off the sidewall, but you know, they teach you in nail school, you're not supposed to do that. It's not very clean and professional. But since we are using a practice hand, I think it's okay. Yeah, I got some filing to do, especially on these milky white nails. So we're gonna do our gel and just kind of let the milky white show through, I guess. All right, so there's our flash cure. Yeah, I would have never guessed. I was an acrylic girl, and I would have never guessed I just would have fell in love with gel. Hard gel, builder gel, poly gel. I like it, and I really like how easy it is to file. You can file this so much quicker than you can acrylic. I'm trying to camouflage that natural nail. Okay, I think we got it. I'm gonna clean my brush off, close up my gel. So normally I wipe it on the container. I wipe it like this with a dry, lint-free wipe, and then I take a little alcohol. That was too much alcohol, and I wipe it again. Let me dry that off now, because I just did too much. And then these brushes are really cool because they have a cap. They came with a kit that I bought, but even when I buy brush single, like a single brush, if they don't have a cap, I try not to buy it, because I think that's important. So now we're going in for 60 seconds for all the nails, even though the last two should definitely be cured by now. And we need to pick out some foil in a minute. Let me get my mask, because we are going to file. And we don't want to suck up all the dust. So hopefully I won't sound too muffled, but I am putting my mask on. I probably shouldn't put the UV light in the drawer with the gel, in case it came on by mistake, or I pressed it on or left it on. I don't want to be carrying my gel in the drawer. Alrighty, so now we are all cured. We're gonna take our sticky layer off first. So we have to do that. We just take a little alcohol. This one is so bumpy. It's so thick. So I'm gonna go in and do all the shaping first. I guess I could have went closer to the cuticle on this one. Actually, all of them. I thought I was pretty close, but This peach looks so good with this skin tone. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go in at 180, 100, 180, 180, 100, I think. This one's gonna be a mess. It's so thick. So I'm holding the cuticle area so the nail doesn't pop out, but it seems to be in there pretty sturdy. And I would do that with a natural client, not because the nail pop off, but they remind me not to hit their cuticle. So the gel or any enhancement, it is going to reshape the nail, so to speak. It takes away from the shape of the nail, so you just have to go back in and refine it. This one's very thick, and these are supposed to be clothing. So I got a lot of work to do with my drill. Sidewalls are good, but on a practice hand, I do let my I slide the nail out just a little bit to keep me off of those cuticles, because I don't want to rip up my hand. I just got it. So these first two are it's gonna get better the further I go to my right. Because now this is where I had heated the gel. It came out a lot better. Not as easy as I wanted it to be, but definitely better than the pinky. I'm going to do a good file job, but I'm not going for perfection because this is a video and I try not to edit. I'm already at 27 minutes. And I'll be here. I work slow. I'll be here all day trying to do a perfect nail shape. And you want to just pull that cuticle down so you don't foul it, because I got a little gel on there. I'm just reshaping the cuticle. The nail, trying to stay off of the cuticle. I'm looking at the cuticle, like, stay off the cuticle. With a free edge. I love this peach color. When I had this on my nails, I didn't even put any polish on it. I just left it. Sometimes I'm like, what's the purpose of like colored gel and acrylic and stuff if you're gonna polish over? Like, right? Am I the only one that thinks that? It was just pretty just as is. So I am getting used to filing with the Ready Guana hand. It is a lot easier than on my other practice hands, I'll tell you that, because that cuticle stays in there tight. Pretty darn tight. But I'm also holding the side and holding at the base of the cuticle to keep the nail from moving. But compared to my other hands, it stays in pretty tight. So my shape is better now, right? And brush some of that off. We're gonna go in the tapered fine bit. I think I'm at 8,000 RPMs right now. I'm about to make a mess. And you can also pull that nail back like this too when you're doing a cuticle. Just so you don't hit the cuticle. That's the great thing about a practice hand. You can do that. You can't do that with a real client. Trying to get some of this bulk out, make it smoother. Like, this is my bulkiest one, because this is where I was just struggling with the consistency of it. Yeah. Ooh. I thought I hit the cuticle, but I didn't. Yeah, this pinky is not gonna be the best. I'm trying to clean it up now. Feels better. Thin out that tip. There, that looks better. So much mess. I have a nail dust collector, but it's so big. Like, I would be up here because it sits up so high, and then it makes noise. So I try not to use it during videos. With all enhancements, the smoother and neater you apply your application, the less filing you have to do. So again, as I move to the right, I'll have less and less filing and shaping to do because it got smoother and smoother. Underneath and get any gel that went under there. This is my new nail file. Is it BT Art Box off of Amazon? I hauled it in a couple of videos ago. But my other file kind of died on me. I'm not sure why. This is like my replacement file. And the importance is still in the cuticle, especially if this was a real client. We don't want lifting, we want a smooth application. Of course, if this was a real client, I would take even more time to perfect everything. But I'm trying not to have a 40-minute video here. And I work kind of slow. Just giving you an idea of what's supposed to go down here. So before the critics come in and complain about my shaping and filing, I know. But I move slow, and it'll take too long for me to get this perfected on video. And I am not editing right now. I just don't have that luxury and time at the present moment to do that. I'm one shot cherry. Oh, I love this peach color. I love this red iguana here. I'm pulling that cuticle back, trying to get in that corner. Looks like I would. Real quiet. Remember, this self level is really good, but I did not turn the hand upside down because I didn't want to fight with getting it back into the holder at the right angle for the video. Because I had already did that before the video. But remember, gel files so very easily. I think I might have a... Trying to be mindful of the dust. Because I think that's what went on with my other nail drills. That maybe some too much dust got in there. Which I don't know if it is. I don't know how we're supposed to keep the dust out of there. That seems about impossible. The crazy thing is, I took my nails off the other day, so my table was full of dust. And I cleaned it off to do this video. Just to put dust all back on the table again, right? So I'm gonna go over this with the 180 side just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like I said, this pinky needs some work. I just don't have time for this in this video to get it perfect. This is the thickest one because this is when I didn't heat up the gel and it was extra thick. And I went in with a couple layers and it just wasn't working out for me. then over here is gel that was warmed up. Worked out a lot better. Trying not to hit my cuticles. And then this very easily applied, self-leveling Morvine. Gosh, this color's prettier next to the skin tone. So there's that. And somewhere I got a buffer block. There we go. You guys just don't know how long it takes me to finally sit my butt down and do a video. Like, if I wasn't recording and I was doing this set, I would pull the nail tips out and perfect everything if needed be, or just continue to file until they were perfection. But it took me forever to get back to this video that I started like a week ago. And when I get to the point where I'm like really making money off YouTube, then I'll take the time out to do those things. Like extra time. And I'm sure you guys hear my bracelet as I file. It's just jingling. Sorry about that. It's one of those, it's Pandora, but it locks. It has that heart on it that locks. And sometimes I can't get it off. I have to have my husband take it off for me. Always go on the free edge and underneath my buffer block. Oh gosh, I love this color. Tip is just the tip of the nail. Just being ornery. Okay, and guys, this is practice. The goal is to get better. So I still have a lot to improve on. And remember I told you guys, you know, I was a licensed nail tech for like 8-9 years, however long it was. And I worked in a spa, so we didn't do enhancements, but every blue moon we did manicures, pedicures, natural nails. All into just, you know, relaxation, making the client feel good and all that good stuff. We weren't doing a whole lot of enhancements in there. Just pushing my cuticle. Back into the cuticle. Alrighty. Dust this off. I forgot to put my apron on, so that means I'm covered in dust. And I take this alcohol, and not just the nail, but I'm also doing the hand. I guess that's okay. It's silicone. Because I had dust everywhere. I try to make it a little better for the video. Underneath, because I got dust all under there. I'm going to keep my mask on even though I'm not filing, because I have a mat full of dust. And you guys know I have asthma and allergies. So I just can't be breathing all of this in. Okay, I think I got 80% of it off of there. But I am going to wipe this really quick, so this is just gonna make me itch. This is just some disinfectant. I just need something wet to grab this dust. Now later tonight, I'll be like, oh, itchy. And we'll forget that I did this. Yeah, you're itchy. Okay, so we are going to, gosh, we're at 40 minutes. So these, okay, this one, I'm going with this one. So this is some of the foil that came free in my Mother's Day kit that I got from my cart. This is perfect because I didn't want a solid foil, because I wanted to be able, you still be able to see like the milky white and the peach. So we are going to take nail art foil from my cart. Gosh, guys, I'm sorry this video is so long. I forget how long I'm supposed to cure this. One of the things I love most about this red iguana hand, I'm looking at these cuticles and they're nice and thick. They look so real. Like some of the practice hands, they're like non-existent. They're just flimsy and one thin layer of like silicone, but not so much on here. It says to cure, doesn't say how long. I can't remember how long I used to cure it for. We're gonna start with 30 seconds. Boy, I can make a mess. If you can see my full table. I need 30 more. I feel like it might have to be 60. And we'll get our little rubber piece to help adhere this foil. I don't think I ever made one video that was this long. I might have to add the stones to it later and you'll see it on my Instagram. Off camera. Alrighty, so we have this lovely foil here. Let's see. Going in like so. It's like you try to keep it flat, but that's impossible because nails are not truly flat. I love it's like polka dots. That's cute. Pull the nail out a little bit so I can get to the cuticle better. Try to make it as flat as possible. Gosh, I got some of my other nails on the stick. You know what I find, guys? I don't do well under pressure working, except in my other profession. But anything else outside of that, I kind of like, I get real self-conscious. Like worrying about the time. cute. Pull the nail down some out of the cuticle so we can attempt to get it flat. Alright guys, this video is super long. So I'm going to reveal the final look on my Instagram. Just go to my Instagram, nasty_nail tech. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you do so. I hate to do this to y'all, but this video is long already. Go to my Instagram and I'll have pictures there so you can see the full finished product. Like, comment, and share. God bless.